sorry about the last video. It lagged so the recording stopped. Anyway, these are the new blocks. We've got magma block, red nether brick, endstone bricks, nether wart block. Now, I have no idea what these do, if they do anything. But we're going to test it out in survival mode. Yeah.
Recording?
Yeah. I don't mind.
I was going to read some of this to you.
Yeah, you can read it. People like books as well while I'm playing, so I'll be quiet so everyone can hear the book.
So
guys, we're going to read as well while we are watching this video and testing out the blocks. So let's start reading.
You are a deep sea explorer searching for the famed lost city of Atlantis. This is your most challenged and dangerous mission. Fear and excitement are now your companions. It is morning and the sun pushes up on the horizon. The sea is calm. You climb into the narrow pilot's compartment of the underwater vessel Seeker with your special gear. The crew of the research vessel, Moray, screws down the hatch clamps. Now begins the plunge into the depths of the ocean. The Seeker crew begins lowering by a strong but thin cable. Within minutes, they are so deep in the ocean that little light filters down to you. The silent sleeper. You peer out the thick glass porthole and see strange white fish drifting past, sometimes stopping to look at you, and intruders from another world. The cable attaches you to the Moray is extended to its limit. You have come to rest on a ledge near the canyon in the ocean floor that ancient myths say leads to the lost city of Atlantis. You have an experimental diving suit designed to protect you from the intense pressure of the deep. You should be able to leave the Seeker and explore the sea bottom. The new suit contains a number of the latest microprocessors enabling a variety of useful functions. It even has a built-in waterproof smart tablet with laser communicator. You can cut loose from the cable. The Seeker is self-propelled. You are now in another world. Remember, this is a dangerous world, an unknown world. As agreed, you signal the Moray. All systems go. It's awesome down here. You've got to make a decision now. If you decide to explore the ledge where the Seeker has come to rest, turn to page 6. If you decide to cut loose from the Moray and dive with the Seeker into the canyon to the ocean floor, turn to page 4.
Leave in the comments what you want me to do, but I'm gonna choose one and then we might do the next ones in the next episode. I want to go page 4 because I don't want to miss out.
The Moray asks you for a more detailed status report and you comply, telling them that you are going to cast off from the line and descend under your own power. Approval is given and the Seeker slips silently into the undersea canyon. As you drop into the canyon, you turn on the Seeker's powerful searchlight. Straight ahead is a dark wall covered with a strange type of barnacle growth. To the left, port side, you see what appears to be a grotto. The entrance is perfectly round, as if it had been cut by human hands. White lanternfish give off a pale greenish light to the right, starboard. Side of the Seeker, you see bubbles rising steadily from the floor of the canyon. Do you investigate the bubbles, or do you decide to investigate the grotto with the round entrance?
Bubbles.
Page 3. Carefully manoeuvring the Seeker between the walls of the canyon, you discover a large round hole. A stream of large bubbles flows steadily out of the hole. The Seeker is equipped with scientific equipment to analyse the bubbles. It also has sonar equipment that can measure depth. The ocean covers close to 90% of the Earth and is mostly unknown. Who knows where this hole might lead? If you decide to analyse the bubbles, or do you decide to take depth readings?
What pages?
9 or 14?
9. I want to investigate chemicals.
And bubbles.
Well, what are the other pages then?
You squeeze into your dive suit. Now outside the seeker, you use your miniaturised wrist computer to analyse the bubbles. As you work, you clumsily knock against the valve that dumps the compression air necessary to make the seeker rise to the surface. There is nothing to be done about it, so you continue to analyse the bubbles. They contain a high percentage of oxygen and no poisonous gases. Perhaps they are coming from some area below the sea where human-type beings can live and breathe. Perhaps they're coming from Atlantis. You could try to use the seeker's drilling arm to enlarge the source of the bubbles so you can explore further, but you're also worried about the seeker's loss of rising capability from bumping the valve. You might also be able to trap the bubbles and use them to raise the seeker. If you try to collect the bubbles coming from the hull to fill the tanks of the seeker, turn to page 25. If you decide to drill, turn to page 21.
Okay, which one about bubbles?
25.
25. Ew, I love bubble work, so I'm definitely going to choose all the bubble ones.
You are able to capture the bubbling gases and fill the tanks of the seeker.
Oh, imagine if I picked this.
Enough to allow it to rise slowly.
Oh, if you was enjoying that story, you're so.
The seeker rises out of the canyon, scattering schools of brightly coloured fish and brushing past underwater plants that wave like palm trees in the wind. Just as you reach the ledge at the top of the canyon, you see what appears to be an old road. Rocks along it side look like old Roman distance markers. Could this be the path that leads to the lost city of Atlantis? You anchor the seeker and prepare to investigate more closely.
Okay, what do I do then? What's my choice?
Oh, yeah. Your dive suit is a tight fit and takes some time to put it on. Finally, you slip from the airlock of the seeker and stand on the ocean floor. It's a strange and marvellous world where every move is slowed down. You begin the exploration with the halogen searchlight. The ledge hanging over the deep canyon is your starting point. A strange feeling overcomes you, part warning, part terror. Then you see it. The seeker is in the grips of the huge sea monster. It is similar to a squid, but it's enormous. The seeker is just a toy in its long, powerful tentacles. You seek shelter behind a rock formation, knowing the spear gun you carry will be useless against this monster. It looks as though it will destroy the seeker. Fish of all sizes huddle with you in the attempt to escape the monster. If you stay hidden close to the seeker, turn to page 10. If you try to escape in the hope that the rescuers will see you, turn to page 12.
Page 12?
Moving cautiously, you climb up the side of the canyon, hoping to reach the ocean floor, leaving the seeker in the grips of the giant squid. You plan to signal for help with a bright yellow dye marker that will float to the surface. The Mare Clue members above have been instructed to watch for this emergency signal. They will send help. Once you reach the ledge above the canyon and feel slightly safer, you see the most feared of all sea creatures, a huge great white shark. It begins to circle towards you and you know you are its target. You wonder whether you should fire your emergency propulsion charge that will send you rapidly to the surface. The shark is fast, he might catch you anyway. You also know that you will get the bends from the rapid rise to the surface. So, do you decide to fire the special propulsion to charge you to the surface, or do you decide to wait quietly hoping the shark will go away?
What
You fire the special propulsion charge and zoom upwards through the water, frightening schools of fish as you go. You become dizzy and lose track of where you are. The world seems upside down. The shark is nowhere around, you hope. Breaking through to the surface and floating about half a mile from the moray, you unsuccessfully try to reach them with your digital communicator. The lookout spots you in the water and they quickly rescue you. Unfortunately, the rapid ascent has given you a bad case of the bends. It takes a long time to decompress, and when you are finally all right, the ship's doctor informs you that your underwater days are over. Someone else will have to find Atlantis.
Oh
the end.
no.
No, I want to start again.
Too late now. Let's do another one tomorrow.
Do another one tomorrow. Will you stop